What up? It's a good day. I know I always start the video off by saying it's a good day, but it was, because it's actually 5:20 in the evening now. So yeah, this video today is about my REV9 coilovers, Hyper Street 2. I've been wanting to do a video, like a review on how they work, how they operate, if it's worth the price that they're being sold for. But anyway, further ado, before I get into the video, if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe. I'm not even gonna say share, just like and subscribe, and just try and ignore this thing on my head. It looks like a condom thing on my head, bro.
What the fuck?
But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can go to like a nice location. Yeah, I'm gonna go to like a regular location to do a video. I'm just waiting for this car to warm up. So I'm gonna see if I can find a nice location. Oh, I need some gas. So I'm going to a location where it's reserved, you know, quiet, not much people around, so I can do this video. So yeah, I'm just driving. This is a nice area to live in. No crime. Nice little white area. Yeah, this is my 9th gen. So now this is how my coilovers look. This is the front ones, let me adjust this thing. So now you can see, okay, so those things at the rear, those Allen key bolts, those ones are used to adjust, you use those to adjust the camber on the wheel, and this, you use this to adjust how soft or how hard you want the car to ride. On the top, let me see if I can zoom it in. Yeah, on the top you will see hard and soft, guide you on how many clicks, you know, how hard you want the coilovers to ride. And that's basically it, you know what I mean? What else? That's basically it. The rear ones only have this on the top. It doesn't have these things. So you have to buy camber arms for the rear. I'm definitely running camber arms at the rear because I need that nice fitment. A lot of people, I've seen YouTubers do videos doing the camber arms. I think I did a video installing the camber arm at the rear. You know, a lot of them failed, but I was, you know, determined to get these things on because I didn't like that. Because the fitment I'm running on these wheels, I had to get camber arms. These are plus 20 offset rims, 8.75 inches wide, and I'm running 215 tires on them, 18s. So I had to get camber arms. I had to put a camber on the front, but not too much, just right. You know, it's just right. Look at that fitment. You know, and which is the reason why I run with 215 tires is because I want a little bit of stretch, not too much where the tire will de-bead or de-bed or whatever it's called. You know, as you can see, I'm running 215/40s. You know, so yep, that's a nice fitment. So yeah, I don't think there's much to go over. Oh, I've done so many videos about my car and I haven't I have upgraded brakes. I have drill and slotted disc wheels. So yeah, this is my car. Yeah. And also, I have to say this. When you do or before you install your coilovers, even if you're not going to drive it into even if you're not going to drive
What the fuck?
I would highly recommend you spraying some grease or oil. Sorry, grease is the right thing. Just lube it up with some grease, you know, so you can protect it from the weather, because weather conditions can affect it. If you notice, all these bolts are rusty as hell. And the only reason they're rusty is because I'm lazy to install my fender wheel well. It popped up because I was really slammed. Because I was running what's that coilover called? Racelands. The worst coilovers. But for the price, I ain't gonna shit on them, but for the price, they're alright. If you want that look, but right quality, it's a shit show. You know, so yeah. Man, this car is nice as hell. Oh my god. This car is sexy as hell, bro. Sheesh. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm still surprised by the ride quality of the coilovers. I've had these for 8 months now, and to be honest, I'm still shocked. You know, a bit. But trust me, sometimes at nights I can't see shit, and I hit some big bumps, and even after those big bumps, the car still runs good, perfect, smooth, clean. And right now I have these on soft settings now, because at first I was running aggressive, stiff, you know, on these coilovers. And to be honest, for the price, you can't complain. They're pretty good, solid. Even when they came in the box, they look really top tier. They look really good, you know, nice, clean welds. Even they're sprayed with a nice coating color. You know, it doesn't look tacky, cheap and shit. So for the price, it's worth it. You know, I would recommend them to even regular Civics, even if they want that nice stance look, you know, that nice tire fitment. The next thing I want to get to, if you're just gonna go for slammed, like your car really low with the wheels tucked underneath the fender, I wouldn't recommend these coilovers. But if you want like that nice fitment, I would recommend these. You know, they're pretty good. You know, it's REV9 really did good with these. So yeah, they're pretty good. Like I said, you can adjust these. X. Light them up, bling. Eh? You know, say, me always come and stop it and me say, you know, so I never turn right before. I just drive come around there. If I come around there every time I do video, so I come.
What the fuck?
To close this video, respect everyone who subscribed to my channel. You know, I really appreciate that shit. I'm at 2,000 subscribers now. I'm growing. You know what I mean? Slowly, but I am growing, you know. At least I use my car to create content. I'm trying to be more in tune with this YouTube shit. But I had 2,000 subscribers, so might as well do a video review on my REV9 coilovers. You know what I mean? So like, subscribe. Peace.